Artur Beterbiev stops and drops Callum Smith in the 7th round. Then Buddy McGirth goes into the ring to stop the fight. This fight was a mismatch. It was not even close. I did not give Callum Smith any rounds. I was actually trying to give Callum Smith a courtesy round, but I could not find one. But this is the past. But if you ask Callum Smith, it still hurts, just like the Lion King. We will also talk about Tony Bellew accusing Artur Beterbiev on taking steroids. And we will also talk about Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol for Undisputed and how their fight is coming along. But before we get into that, champs, if you guys are not subscribed, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you'll never see it again. And ding that notification bell. That way you'll never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding ding. As we all sing, Callum Smith got destroyed by Artur Beterbiev last night. Not only did he get dropped for the first time in his career, after that he got TKO'd for the first time in his career. Artur Beterbiev is the first man to do so, and I hope a speedy recovery for Callum Smith. Callum Smith looked battered and bruised. He did not even look like he was in a fight. It looked like he got jumped. Callum Smith does fight a little weird because he is so tall and Beterbiev was pretty short. In real life, you would think Callum Smith will destroy a person the size of Beterbiev, but it was the other way around. Beterbiev got scary knockout power. Okay guys, on another note, Tony Bellew accused Artur Beterbiev on taking steroids, and he also stated if you get caught doing steroids, you should be banned for life. I believe those are really harsh words since Conor Benn also failed his drug test. And I do not believe anything has been proven for Artur Beterbiev. I believe he is saying this without proof. But Tony Bellew does stick up for Billy Joe Saunders because Billy Joe Saunders got caught using a banned substance. And he states that his reputation is being tarnished for something he did not do. But in his fight with Boo Boo Andrade, he got caught using that banned substance, but he still lost. But it sounds that Tony Bellew is being biased to his fellow countrymen or his fighters, since Conor Benn got accused of it as well. I believe his excuse was eating too much eggs. He probably only eats the yolk because I only eat the egg whites. I believe the yolk is nothing but fat and cholesterol. I've never done steroids, but I do get accused of doing them. I guess that is a compliment. I am a very fit person. I diet all year round, but on winter, I am a little bit easier on my diet. I do get to eat cheeseburgers on winter, but on winter, I still won't even eat the yolk. Conor Benn, if you are hearing this, what kind of eggs do you eat, bro? That way I can eat the same ones too. But I hope Beterbiev can clear these accusations before he fights Bivol, because I want to see a good, clean fight. It will suck if one fighter is doing steroids and the other one is fighting clean. It seems like the most talented, great fighters are always accused of doing steroids. Conor Benn, Alicia Baumgarten, Canelo, Tyson Fury, Inoue, Pacquiao, just to name a few guys, and there's much more. And I'm wondering, why will people say that if there wasn't any rumors about it or if it wasn't true? I don't believe anybody will make up anything that was not true. But for the video's sake, let's just say it was true and they are taking an undetectable substance or steroids. And that is the reason that they are that good and great. And you gave the same substance to a lesser, lower level fighter. I wonder if that would change anything on their speed, power, and skills. Imagine giving some of those so-called eggs to a lesser fighter like Avanesian, since he is one of the most famous lower level fighters that the whole boxing world knows. Or giving those same eggs to Rolando Romero. Will they all of a sudden start fighting like Canelo or Inoue? The whole boxing world will say, I don't know, all of a sudden overnight he got really good. Imagine Rolly would have moved up to fight Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford could not even budge Rolly Romero, but Tank Davis could knock him out. Imagine Rolly Romero actually stopped Terrence Crawford or knocked him out. I wonder what will happen if the boxing rules change and not only allowed for everyone to juice, but it was mandatory for everyone to juice. I wonder if the great fighters right now would still be great, because now everyone will be on an even playing field, because now it would be steroids and skills. I still believe skills will prevail, and I believe we will have better, closer fights. And I'm just saying only if there is people juicing. And I don't accuse of anybody on juicing without any evidence. You can blame a boxer all you want, but if they don't get caught, then they're not doing it to me. Okay champs, let's get to Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev for Undisputed in Saudi Arabia. I know the boxing world out there thinks that this fight is said and done, but only Dmitry Bivol has signed his part of the contract. And this is according to Bob Arum. He states that Artur Beterbiev has not signed anything yet, but they are sure they are going to sign 3 months after Ramadan. They believe they will be ready for Bivol after that. Champs, this fight for me will be the fight of the century. Beterbiev versus Bivol for Undisputed. If this fight is as good as they say, I hope they have a trilogy. This will be the best slugger at 175 versus the best boxer at 175. This fight reminds me of Ali versus Foreman. Beterbiev being Foreman and Bivol being Ali. But Bivol's chin is not as good as Ali's, but very similar. And Beterbiev has good defense with above average boxing skills. What I believe makes Artur Beterbiev very dangerous is actually his power. As we all know, Beterbiev and Usyk fought in the amateurs. They fought at cruiserweight and Beterbiev dropped Usyk to the body. But Usyk ended up getting the win, but a lot of people thought that Beterbiev won. Usyk also stated that he thought Beterbiev was kinda small to be fighting a cruiserweight, but he has enough power to fight at cruiserweight. He stated Beterbiev hits very hard, and this is a guy that's big enough to go up to heavyweight. And he has a fight coming up against Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. And Tyson Fury is 6'9", almost 300 pounds. That says everything right there. And as we already know, David Benavidez hurt or stopped Dmitry Bivol in sparring. I don't recall which one it was because it was not televised, it was just sparring. But if Beterbiev can drop Usyk, I'm sure he could do the same to Bivol, since we all know Bivol is a lot smaller fighter. I believe the only way Bivol beats Beterbiev if he goes in there and does not make one mistake and fights a perfect fight. And the only way Artur wins is by knockout, because I do not see Artur Beterbiev outboxing Dmitry Bivol. Who do you guys have, champs? Dmitry Bivol or Artur Beterbiev? Comment below and I'll write to everyone back. If you guys like the video, share the video, like the video, subscribe, and that's it for me, champs. I gotta roll.